Practice is gone this week, the bye week, as you guys try to get better?
It's been pretty good. Worse than BV. It's been the best in the 4 years he's been here. So I feel like it's been pretty good. Everyone came focused, ready to work, ready to improve. Mindset's just been very different to me compared to last year.
You came in with Michael Hawkins. Of course, he's going to be back in the saddle for a while. What do you think of Michael as a leader and as a quarterback?
He's a great human being. First of all, I love the kid. I love him. I always talk to him. Anytime I see him, I always make it apparent. Stay ready for the moment. As a player, he's great. I love going against him. Especially against running quarterbacks. His legs is it's a weapon. He got his arm, but when he runs, there's not many that can run like him. So playing against him at practice, getting better every day. It's definitely something that benefits us as a team. Having that quarterback to challenge us.
How's he look this week?
It's been pretty good. Head's been locked in. In the game, focused on getting better. Bye week, you've been taking care of his body, getting extra film, stuff like that. He's been coming in every day like a pro. So, I've been watching him like I always do. So, I feel like he's in a good space mentally.
You, arguably had the best game of your Sooners career on Saturday. What can you kind of walk through that game, that sequence, I guess, in the fourth quarter where you had, almost 2 sacks in a
row? Man, honestly, I think I bust my nose on one of them. I think they threw a flag or something. But it was cool, a little cooler moment. I was just ready to go out there and execute. That's what I do. Go out there and do my job every play. That's my goal. So if the sack happens within me doing my job, I'm God willing, I'm all for it. So it was surreal. Hearing the crowd in the moment. I just wanted to soak it up all in and enjoy it and be there in that moment. And, be very present and enjoy it because you only get one of those games. And the next game is Kent State. So up until then, that was my focus, was Auburn. And I really enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. But now I'm focused on Kent State and what I got to do this week.
April, you're in the transfer portal. 6 months later, you have a game like you had the other night. Just how rewarding is that?
Man, I feel like it goes back to just the commitment, the coaches, everyone that stayed important to me. And, treated me with such respect that, we like who you are as a player, but there's work to be done, and I had that same mindset, since I've been here. I got to get better. I got to get better daily. That's been my focus, and, that's been my drive. I want to do so much for the program, and, just going back on building legacy, that's something that, that I want to submit myself in. So, having a game like that is good for me. It brings a little bit of joy to me. But, for that legacy to be built, you got to keep stacking daily, weeks, months, years and seasons.
The news, how have you guys kind of tried to rally around Mike as the guy going into the Kent State game?
Oh man, we've been with him forever. Man, it's like next man up mentality. We know Mike. We know what he could do. Know what he did last year, but this year's going to be even more special, man. We got the guys around him that surrounded him, and just picking him up. It's like not losing a beat.
Have you had the chance to talk to John since he got back?
Yes, I have, man. He's in great spirits, man. He's a competitor, so of course he want to be out there. But it's just great seeing him out here trying to just take everybody under his wings.
With the knowledge that injury happened in the first quarter of the game Saturday, how impressive is it what he did in the final 3 quarters?
Impressive, man. Nobody knew. He didn't complain once about it. His whole goal was just finishing the game and coming out with a W. And we achieved that, and it was definitely dope just seeing him push through.
Deion, what's the growth that you've seen compared to Michael Hawkins' situation last year going into right now?
I feel like the experience. I feel like he's way more ahead of his years. He doesn't play like no sophomore. He's been behind John, so he picked up a lot on his great habits. And, man, just great, man. Just not losing a beat out there, just watching him sling the ball around, and it's a great thing to see.
What are the expectations for, leadership from both Hawkins and, I imagine, Mateer still being around the team?
Yeah, no, it's same expectations. It's just the standard's the standard. We won't lower for whoever gets hurt, whoever's not. Nobody on the team is really just down. It's just, man, next man up, man. It's time to step up and do our job.
Exciting to get Giovanni back on the practice field this week for you guys?
Man, it's very exciting, man. Dude's explosive, man. Feel like he haven't missed a beat either, Even when he wasn't playing, I still feel like he was always there, mentally there, and still playing. So it's definitely great to have him back.
What's Eli Bowen been like, and have you been able to go up against him yet?
No, I haven't, but man, I just been watching him though. He's a technician, man. He's around great guys. he's a leader in that room as well. And having him back, that's going to be a great thing. Perfect timing too as well.
So much of the bye week is about looking at yourself and what you guys want to do for the receivers. What are some of those areas that you guys are hoping to make a leap here for this next stretch of the season?
Yeah, just improving. Just better with our feet, better with hands. Just being technical sound, and just being a reliable target. Everybody just focus on getting better during this week, taking advantage of this week, and just taking the next steps.
The timing of material surgery comes during the bye week. I mean, how does it help you with getting familiar with Michael Hawkins again, getting the timing down as a receiver as well, just working with him again?
It's not really that much of a change, because we've been with Mike also. Even like Mike will get with the ones a lot before he even. So it's not really like a drop off or nothing like that. The connection with Mike been there. Now it's just time just to take it to the next level.
Okay, so what have you seen Michael doing differently under Ben from last year? You were here last year.
Yeah, he just looked comfortable, man. He looked comfortable in the pockets. Feel like he trusts his O-line, so he's not quick to run. He's going to deliver them passes. If he scrambles, he's looking down the field to throw it. But he can also use his feet too as well, so that's a great thing to see. But just a dual threat quarterback, man, it's great to watch him and great looking at him. Thank you guys, man.
Peyton, what was it like going up against your old roommate last week?
I felt like a lot of energy. I don't know, that was like one game I just really didn't want to lose. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, I love Jackson still, like, to this day. Like, we talked after the game, talked like the other day, just texting about, well, honestly, just helping each other out, to be honest. Because, I mean, there's a slim chance we see each other again, but all in all, like we're in this together. We both want to. We have the same path, same journey, and we both want to go have the same end goal. So we just two competitors helping each other out.
You guys talk about your Instagram story?
Nah, he honestly don't even be on Instagram that much, so I didn't even mention it to him. I probably will the next coming days, but there's no point.
How badly did you want that pick six off him?
Man, I was sick after that. I ain't gonna lie, my whole mood was ruined, but I was just trying to give me another opportunity, but it happens.
Hey, and it sounds like Eli's been progressing pretty well. Where is he at mentally?
He's in a really good mental state. He's working back daily, slowly, and he's looking to make a comeback the next coming weeks.
How much do you draw on him not starting last year and then coming on strong a couple weeks into the season? Kind of similar situation for
Say
him?
that again?
How much does he draw on not starting the year last year perfectly and then coming in and catching fire to get going this year?
I mean, I think he just comes in with the same mentality he had at that same moment. He was battling injuries early on in last season, made a great impact for the rest of the year, and so I think he has that same drive to him that he did at his freshman year now.
What's been the overall demeanor in the locker room ever since the news that John was getting surgery? Has it kind of just been the same, or? I mean,
yeah. It all hit us weird because we didn't know. During the game, after the game, nobody knew. And so whenever we all got told, I mean, it was a little shock, but we all know what we're capable of, that one person doesn't depict this team and make up all of our parts. So we all got to just come together and play our hearts out for John now, so that when he gets back, he'll be able to lead an even better team now. And so that's kind of where our mind's at. We're not gonna waver at all. We just gonna head first into these opponents that we got.
What does it say about John's resolve that y'all never knew or would have known about his thumb?
That he's a dog. We didn't know. Dead serious. I was with him that night, and you wouldn't even be able to tell. And so it was really weird. But that's just how he carries himself. He's just such he's so competitive. He made a play at fall camp on a jet sweep and blocked one of our corners. That's how I know from that play on, I was yeah, he's gonna go in there. He's physical. He don't care about his body in a sense. Obviously he cares, but he gonna lay it on the line for this team.
Hey, you obviously saw Michael in action last year. How has he transformed, his overall game from last year to this year?
I think that with the new staff we got and the new quarterbacks coaching we have, he's really developed really well. And he's taken this whole time, just off-season and stuff, to really learn from John, and not just John, but Coach Kuz and Coach Arbuckle, to really develop himself into an even better quarterback than he was, to being able to start his freshman year to now. It's a huge jump. And so if he played last year, I think it would have been a different story. But we never know. But I think he's going to make a really good stride with these games he got.
It's just the fact that he had some experience last year, and I mean, He's come in for John, but he still has that experience. How much does that help to bring in a backup, but has all that experience still?
Yeah, it helps a lot because I mean we're confident still with him. Like we never wavered. Like whenever we got told the news, we were like, all right, Mike, it's your time to shine. Like let's do it. Let's ride.
I like watching Kendall get back to his speed under him and get actually out there these last couple weeks.
Yeah, he's. I mean, Dobie's Dobie. He's always gonna come with the chip on his shoulder. Like, and now he just has an even bigger chip on his shoulder with that injury and coming back from that. And so he's just been preaching like I'm ready to like kill somebody. Like this for me. Like I'm doing this like for y'all and myself. Like I got something to prove. And so I love that he's coming in with that mentality every day.
You guys emphasize turnovers, yet you haven't had any. Is there a balance, like, to making sure you still stick with your process and don't try to force the action?
Yeah, we're not forcing anything. Like we know like it's not turnovers come. Like we've had like there's games like Tulsa my freshman year where you have 5 turnovers. Like quarterbacks just throwing us the ball. I feel like teams have been very conservative against us in like the way they're playing, and so I mean we just can't force nothing. We're playing great defense. The turnovers will come, and at like whenever we need them, we'll get them.
Is that a point of pride that you guys have? I mean, teams have kind of attacked you guys from a conservative nature. I mean, is that a point of pride in the defensive locker room?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's pride, like, because, you know, pride comes before the fall, so we don't really want to pride ourselves on that. Like, we just think that we're playing a great brand of football, and that we just got to keep going and just don't play hero ball. Don't get out of our way to try and go create these turnovers. Just play within the scheme, and they'll come.
Does that mindset apply to, like, when you're missing a quarterback for a game or two, not trying to play hero ball, like do too much to overcompensate as well, like that kind of similar mindset?
Yeah, I say so. Like we just can't do that stuff. Like it's like because that's gonna create the big plays that we just can't give up right now.
Appreciate it, man.
Listen, man, let's talk, brother. That big game, 69-yard punt, I believe. Just talk to me about that. What was going on there?
It was pretty crazy. It was last weekend we were playing against Auburn, and it was a big game. I was excited and went out on the field. I'd been saying all my prayers, so I wasn't too worried. And then, good Lord, just provided. It was the biggest hit of my life, so good time.
Seems like the good Lord has provided for you quite a bit over the last 3 weeks.
Huh? He has a tendency to do that. He does. It's been awesome.
So what do you attribute that kick to? I mean, you had other kicks in the game. So how do you hit one, and how does it go 10, 15 yards farther than the one before?
Well, honestly, it's just like the technique. If you can hit the technique just perfect and your drop's good and you swing all the way through and you do all the little things right, and then the ball tends to go further than usual.
Just what's this whole experience been for you coming in and playing in the SEC here?
It's been a blessing. It's been really, really cool. The last few months have been completely different than anything I'm used to, but it's been awesome.
Would freshman year Grayson Miller at Lubbock Christian University playing soccer would have believed it if you'd told him 3 years from now he'd be second in the nation in punting for Oklahoma?
No, absolutely not. Freshman year Grayson was just chilling on the bench at LCU trying to figure out what he was going to do with his life, and so he'd be stoked and in disbelief, honestly, if he knew he was right here.
Was there a moment when you knew, like, you do belong here?
Well, I think that goes back to more of my like story on how I got here. I saw like there were like lots of signs and dreams that I had about being here. One of them, on my birthday in 2023, there was a hot air balloon that landed in my mom's backyard about 3 weeks after I started praying and asking God if I should be here. And as it fell and the logo of the balloon faced right towards my window, it said OU Sooners on it. And I was like, holy smokes. The very next day I hit the, now second biggest ball of my whole life that was on the cover of my highlight video that got me here. So I always felt like I was supposed to be here. But really, in that, like that's kind of where my belief that I should be here lies. I mean, the success is really cool and it's fun. But, I mean, without it, I still feel like I should be here.
Before that long kick against Auburn, I mean, did you feel like you had it in you on warming up that day? Did you was this like a different day for you warming up overall?
Well, that's funny. I actually woke up that morning sick. I didn't feel good at all. I was in a hotel. I was coughing up stuff. I didn't tell anybody because I didn't want to make a big deal about it. But I was just like, Lord, I need you to provide today because I'm not feeling great. Please help me out. And then it wound up being like the flu game, so that was pretty cool.
Were you surprised you fielded the punt?
Honestly, yes, I was very surprised, and he's a really good returner. We were scouting him, but yes, that one did surprise me that he caught that.
Where has Coach Deacon helped you the most?
Oh, he's helped me a ton. Every day we're in his office, we're talking about technique, how to better our skills. We're talking about situational things. We're always working. So he's been really influential in all of it because he's always given us work to do, and it's really cool.
What was Michigan week like? That obviously when you were thrust in,
yeah.
Unfortunate for Jacob, but just kind of being like, okay, you're the guy and you got to go out there for a massive spot.
It was good. I was obviously a little bit nervous, but I was really excited because I felt it. Like I felt like it was going to be a really big game for me, and I was just like, okay, like I had all the confidence in the world going into it. We had done all the prep work. Like I said, I'm big on prayers, and I had said all my prayers, and I had about 1,000 people text me they were praying for me, and so I was ready to go. I was excited.
I know you're praying before the game, obviously, but any other quirks or superstitions that you go through before you pop back out there?
I always do the same little warm-up on the sideline and stuff. Always keep it consistent. Like, whatever preps my body and preps my mind to go out is what I try and do right before I go.
What'd you play at Lubbock Christian?
What did I play?
Oh, yeah, what position?
I was an outside right back. So if you know soccer, there's usually 4 defenders. We played that style. And so I was an outside right back, and mainly my job was just to kind of go up and down the field, clean up any passes out to the side and all that.
Can that help you if you have to cover for yourself?
Yeah, yeah. It was good. It was a good experience overall, and coming out here, it has been helpful. All the soccer conditioning especially has been helpful with summer workouts and all that.
You talked with any of your old teammates from Lubbock?
Yeah, my best buddy actually came to the Auburn game the other day. So his name's Trevin Walkowski. He's still back in Lubbock. He's still playing soccer at LCU, but he actually came out to the game to support, and so it was like, it meant the world that I had like such a good game in front of him, and it was cool. We got to go out and eat afterwards.
Grayson, you got kind of one of the more interesting stories, I think, in college football this season, just with Lubbock Christian now second in the nation. What's kind of just a message you have for those younger punters out there that are kind of looking up to you as someone that had basically zero background in football coming in and now being the second best punter in the nation?
Yeah, I mean, my story to any of the younger guys is just go do your thing. Say lots of prayers, look for opportunities, and take advantage of the opportunities you get. Because like I am the extreme case where I didn't go to any camps. I did go to camps, but I didn't go to any national ranking camps. I had no stars coming out of high school, and good Lord provided for me because I just continually sought Him. So that'd be my message. You just do the right things and look for opportunities and stay ready.
You got a unique story. Owen's got a unique. What is that just for the whole team when you've got guys contributing that come from literally like all over?
Man, we come from all over too. And like at the beginning of the season, John Mateer was having us kind of share our stories or our testimonies, if you will. And so like I got to hear a lot of the guys' stories of how they grew up and how they had hardships and how they persevered through those. And I thought that was huge because I have a unique story too. And it was just like, it was cool to know that we were all kind of brought up through different circumstances, and that's how we made a team today. Like a team just functions off of everyone we got. So it was cool to see that we have so many different stories, making one story at once.
Appreciate it, Grayson.